11 weather.
Things have really quieted down from earlier today. Just about 4 or 5 hours ago, we had high winds whipping through Cullman County, and now it's beautiful out there. Clouds are still moving fast, though, and that's because the breeze is about to kick up again, gusting to 16 Cullman, 17 Jasper. Not a huge deal, but the wind over Mississippi is already gusting again over 30 in some instances, so it's getting colder and blustery tonight. Not extremely high wind, but high enough to drive the wind chill factor tomorrow morning down into the upper teens and low 20s. We'll be at 29 degrees early Saturday and then get to around 48 for a daytime high. Here's what wind chill temperatures are going to look like for the rest of the evening. When we drop quickly, by 10 p.m. it feels like 29 in Birmingham, 33 in Talladega, and 24 in Jasper. By tomorrow morning, between 6 and 7 a.m., look at Cullman feeling like 16. Yikes. 22 Birmingham, 24 at Brent, 24 Tuscaloosa, even feeling as cold as 21 to 22 around Gadsden and Center, as well as Anniston. Right now, it's warm, and this is about as nice as it's going to be for a long time around here because there is some serious cold air that's wrapping in behind the storm system that had the stormy weather here earlier, but has a big blizzard happening on the north side of it, up on the north side of Chicago, up to Madison, Wisconsin, Green Bay, over into most of the state of Michigan, just getting pounded with heavy snow. Look at that big swirl. The first surge of Arctic air gets here tomorrow, but it's not really the big one. This is it right here. Look at that little spot over Missouri. That comes down to the south, quickly races over toward the Atlantic, but then we get tied up with an air mass that started out over the North Pole, and it's still drawing on air from the North Pole, so tremendous Arctic air coming southbound. But then there's a bit of an issue right here across Alabama early next week, Monday into Tuesday. You'll notice that the wind is out of the south here over Mississippi and Alabama, out of the northwest over Missouri. There's this transition zone that sets up, and that's where an area of low pressure is going to develop, potentially bringing some wintry precipitation to some of us, and then behind it, the rest of the Arctic air comes blasting in. So Saturday and Sunday are chilly, but it's dry and quiet. A partly sunny sky Sunday afternoon, high around 44, but because of the breeze, it's going to feel colder than that. Monday and Tuesday are impact days. We got the Arctic blast coming, wintry mix possible. Travel impacts are expected Monday night into early Tuesday, but the greatest impacts, I think, are going to be north of Birmingham. The issue, though, is whatever falls. And how light it is, it's just going to be around for a while. So watch this. This is 8 o'clock Monday evening. A decent band of snow set up. Madison, Limestone, Lauderdale, Colbert County, maybe as far south as Hamilton and Double Springs. But from Jasper southward through Birmingham, there's not much happening yet on Monday. Then we get late Monday night. Some very light precipitation comes in overnight, and it leaves us with a chance of some mixed precipitation here across the central part of the state. Jefferson, Shelby counties, less than 1 inch of anything, whatever we get. So a very minor amount. And then I'd be surprised if there's anything other than just a few pellets of sleet, maybe a brief shower or two of freezing rain south of Birmingham. You look up here to the north, though, 1 to 2 inches of snow north of Cullman, maybe more than that up around the shoals. And then it's just brutally cold after that. Highs in the 20s and 30s, lows down in the teens, wind chills close to 0. Ian?